Okay, hello and welcome back. I think this is part 9 of my Civilization 5 Brave New World playthrough as France on Deity difficulty. Maybe I should choose another word other than okay to start my my broadcast. Nevertheless, we're back. Let's see, and we're just going to continue from where we left off, which things have not been great. Things have not been great. Here, let's we're making it. We're just behind. We're behind basically in everything. We're unhappy, which we're gonna pay for to get rid of that. The 9 gold per turn for silk from Haile Selassie. Oh, you know what? I really should know what the. Do we want ivory or marble? I wonder. Or does it matter? They probably all want furs and furs and citrus. The two things can't get. Bummer. Let's go ahead and trade for ivory, since she has only 2 copies of that. So we'll snag 1, and that'll get us to 1 happiness. Okay. Basically, though, I believe it was in the last video, or maybe it was a video prior, but I proposed World Fair and then didn't get the silver to get the free social policy pretty bad. And I've taken autocracy, which is definitely a risk. There's just a lot of bad things that have happened. Russia took order, which I really did think about taking, but I don't know, maybe I got a wild hair maybe, but I thought maybe I could use autocracy to... Okay, also World Congress is advanced. So we are now, world has entered the modern era either because half of the civilizations have reached it, or one civ has reached the era beyond it. So maybe somebody's reached info era. Singapore is done with their project. Shoshone is ally of Cahokia. Shaka's made peace with people. Polynesia. Russia has adopted order. Earth declared war on Haile Selassie. Russia has replaced Austria as an ally. Second Congress of Vienna is now in session. Ugh, it's annoying. And then, public school is done, which is nice, and we're now at -7 happiness, which is all from here. Let's build. We'll go walls into well, maybe an armory. Might as well just go straight into an armory. That's all due to just ideological pressure. But I'm going to just kind of push right through it if I'm being honest. Probably should have just built an armory to begin with. Now that I'm looking at this, pretty silly, huh? Since it's basically just, you're going to have to spend the same amount of turns, so kind of silly. But we're going to get caught up here. We're going to build a barracks now. We're going to build a barracks. Assign delegates, choose host. Well, I think the AI all just kind of vote for themselves. Austria has so many delegates, it doesn't really matter. And we'll continue to just go through here, see if we can't... okay, this cargo ship is done. Or not done, actually. This is one that's been going. I think now, what am I at, negative gold per turn again? Yeah. Well, we're about to get another cargo ship, and I really want Orleans to grow at some point. But right now, we'll continue to send to Mosankani, because we need gold. We can't be at that much negative gold per turn. So... Catherine. Oh, good. You don't like Catherine? Why don't you go to war with her? And you all just... Marie Therese says in modern era, Shaka wants open borders. He's not getting it. Come on, someone else pick freedom. I really should have. I figured Russia would pick order, but you know what? I don't mind. You know, Austria remains host. Maria Theresa is entered modern. Maria Theresa has made peace with Cahokia. So yeah, I mean, I don't really mind because you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? So we can actually probably stop working all this food yet again now that we are unhappy for the umpteenth time, right? We can't stop working those gold piles because we're already making pretty bad gold per turn. Will this save any turns on the armory? No. Can we just work the market slot then for extra science? And what about in here? work the public school, and the workshop. Okay, what about in here? It's funny, the city will actually grow, but we're not going to let it currently. Let's work the workshop and the market, since we get science from specialists now as well. And then in this city, we'll start working the Artists Guild again. Okay, that's fine. I think that's all fine. And in this city, actually, we can work. We'll work some mines. Keep the production up in this city, I think. Oh, it has a lighthouse now, which is fantastic. So that should be fine.
Ich sehe, ihr bewundert meinen neuen Damast. Soll keiner sagen,
How
ich
much
sei
does
eine
she want
ungerechte
for a
Frau.
copy of Marble?
Treffen wir eine Abmachung.
Right,
lehnen
that's
ab.
not gonna happen. But I mean, how much do you want for
Ich
Marble?
sehe, ihr bewundert meinen neuen Damast. Soll keiner sagen, ich sei eine ungerechte Frau.
Um, All right. Well, I did want to use this cargo. Okay, now we're at 0 happiness. That's all from ideology that's causing all of this. Austria took autocracy. Let's go, Austria. Big dog Austria. That's what we're talking about right there. That's the first bit of good news in what feels like a bazillion turns. And honestly, we're still struggling. I'm not gonna lie. Again, the World's Fair was a big goof up, but finally something at least reasonable happened. So now I do want to continue. Let's make a barracks. And then as far as what to do with this cargo ship, well, I mean, I did want to send food to Orléans, and I will start to get some happiness because I want Orléans to grow quickly so I can staff those the Artist Guild slots. But until I am really assured that my happiness is going to be okay, I think I'm going to continue to get as much gold per turn as I can right now. Maybe we can try to get some more research agreements. You know, and this is where, because I've been making moves somewhat quickly, and that's because I kind of got into the game, you know. What happened is I think I lost my focus a little bit, you know. The value of every turn is very important. And so now I've put myself in a position that is a lot more difficult because of that. And I'll need to upgrade my military units here at some point.
Ich sehe, ihr bewundert meinen neuen Damast.
Oh, yes,
Soll
please.
keiner sagen, ich sei eine ungerechte
How
Frau.
much?
Treffen wir eine
I
Abmachung.
wonder what her, like, how much is it to buy it from them? 270. That makes sense since it's not. Yeah, I'd rather do that flat fee, right? No. Screw you. Pocatello has declared war on Catherine. Oh man, I wish I was ready to declare war on him, right? That's too bad. But we're not. Oh, whoops, no. No, I just built that trading post for a reason. Now we're at 6 happiness, see? And you know, this is where I kind of gotta, I'm sorry that I'll have to move my tiles back and forth. We're getting good growth right now, though, so that's always good. What am I doing with this settler? I'm gonna delete it, guys. It's just not doing anything, really. Bye, settler. It's just kind of wandering. Estonia and Brazil have signed a research agreement. Okay, so Pocatello is at war with Catherine. I would love to take Mos and Connie, and I am building barracks and armories right now. Let's see. But I just want to continue my happiness march as well, I think. So let's start with a castle. You'll grow in 1 turn. Good. Right, because we have chemistry and fertilizer now. This we can change. Let's go here. How many turns? 13 turns. What if is there anything else I can, yeah. There, work that wheat. And now we're going 8 turns. Yeah, let's continue the happiness march. I'd love to start just mass producing units, but I don't feel how many turns to grow? 5 turns. Yep. I don't feel, let's say, as confident in my military ability. So I'm gonna 3 turns for growth. Perfect. Yeah, actually, yeah, so we're just kind of rearranging. That all looks fine. I think we're ready for the next turn. Ooh, Catherine has citrus. Can I?
Здравствуй.
Yes, because a lot of people and
Говори.
things want citrus. Boom. Okay, next turn. So now we're at 10 happiness. We'll get rifling. Welcome, Great Emperor. I'm pleased to see, yep, she's happy that we have autocracy, which is great because she's powerful. She's one of the strongest here. I'll give you a look at the demographics. I honestly haven't been checking lately because it's so depressing. Okay, let's see here. So we discovered rifling. Troyes loves the king and has a king day. And then Paris has a king day. Leaders of Singapore have been keeping an eye on the prospect and want you to help keep their rivals. Tribute from Byblos. Cahokia, let's see. We connected citrus for Cahokia. And let's see, they need 82 more influence to be their ally. We connected, and they're maritime, and they would need 82 for them as well. So that's not very likely. Okay, now we steal, hopefully, in 4 turns. Let's go ahead and pick up astronomy, see if we can maybe steal from up here now. It's kind of how I was hoping it would go. Okay, barracks is done, and now, I'd like to fit in a workshop if I could in this city. I'm gonna just fit a quick one in. Also, a garden will give us happiness. I'm always pretty obsessed with getting happiness, although I'm also really thinking, am I being a fool by delaying a military push on the Shoshone? Am I being foolish for doing that? We're moving up a little bit in literacy. The Zulu are now in last, and we're now only 6% behind the Shoshone, who are going to war with Catherine, which makes one believe that they, I think a workshop is appropriate. Also an aqueduct. Let's go aqueduct first. While we have all of this happiness, we'll build a quick we'll build an aqueduct. This worker here, let's see, come on, we've got, also Paris grew, so there's a lot of growth that's happened. Do we have any tiles that we can now improve upon? There's gotta be one somewhere up here in Orleans eventually. Eventually it'll grow. Let's go ahead and move our worker up towards the Shoshone and think about maybe building roads to make their life kind of miserable. Same with this worker here, we can move him that way. And then before we continue the turn, I know that, we'll go here. How many turns to go? 6. I just is this 5 turns to grow? 4 turns to grow. Yep, let's grow fast right now, right? While continuing to work our science slots. And then over here, we're working our science slots and growing quickly. And looks like we're working all the good tiles, so that's fantastic. Let's look over in Troy's, because this says 28 turns to grow, and that we can't have. So we're going to, that's because of this. So let's go here. We're not going to work the workshop anymore. We're going to, and I suppose, remember the question I was talking about earlier of do you build a farm on a desert tile? Well, maybe you do, because these cities really are that starved for growth tiles to work. See, I mean, we really actually are starting to run low on each city, but that's okay. It'll eventually kind of work itself out. Now, I do want to continue. Even working these 2 artist guild slots is still, how much faster would we grow? 8 turns. No, I think this is fine. It's a little slower than we would like. But it does save us 4 turns on growth. But I do like working the guild slots. And then lastly, here in tours, I think we are working the best tiles, mix of growth and production. Yep. Oh, and let's turn on manual specialist control before we forget. I think that's all we have to do on that last turn. I'm so glad that Austria, and I was kind of hoping for that because they've been so, on such a conquest, that they might pick autocracy, so it might pay off. We'll finish a barracks in Troyes this turn. Catherine is a threat. Okay, so Brazil doesn't like Catherine. The Shoshone don't like Catherine, which is all fine. I'm afraid of the Shoshone becoming powerful. They are going to take Rostov, but that's predictable. Rostov is very vulnerable. Hopefully they'll waste a lot of resources in a march towards Moscow. In the meantime, we've discovered astronomy. Let's see, how many turns till we steal? That's 3 turns from Addis Ababa. How many turns for... Okay, so let's get navigation here, and then maybe we can steal... or do we go... Let's see here. 8... Still, maybe we go... Yeah, let's go navigation, and then we can probably steal archaeology. How much does that really help us? Or we could steal military technology, actually. Let me think for a moment here. I think that's the move, though, is to do navigation here. Barracks is done. And now, do we go straight for the armory? I think so. I still need a public school, but I need to grow a little bit more before... Also a forage would help, just getting some extra production in the city eventually, or a windmill even. But I think an armory is most pressing. Let's go ahead and get armor, or maybe a castle to kind of... the thing I like about castles is that I assume it kind of gives a little warning, hey, we have more protection here, you know what I mean? Yeah, so we'll start on a castle. How much culture are we? 303. Yeah, we're not even close to where we want to be as far as popping this writer here, which is fine. It's the way it goes. Let's see how we're doing. Okay, so also this tile is now done. I don't want to buy those. I do want to buy like this tile. It's a river tile. I don't even have the gold to do it. Let's bring you here. Think about what we're gonna do. I think we've pretty much built everything we can possibly. I don't see any tiles currently that are available to work. And then this caravan, which should be sending food to Paris, and it is. We'll continue that certainly. And this worker can start to move back now. Okay, well that was a nice turn. I've had a couple of decent turns now. So look at that, they already have tons of oil and aluminum and so you know what, since they already have all of that stuff, if I can sell any of it to them, I certainly will. Maybe we can wait. I certainly will. Okay, next turn. Pocatello has entered the modern, and a great scientist was born. Okay, and Haile Selassie has made peace with Russia, which is fine. Russia is still occupied by Pocatello. By Pocatello. I think we may have, I know I keep checking these each turn, but it's like, have I really improved every single tile? I think so. Maybe, is there any over here that I haven't hit yet? Plantation. Yeah, Maybe I delete my workers until I need, maybe not though, because eventually I would assume I'd need them for roads and whatnot when you're attacking, or if you get attacked. In case you get pillaged. I don't know. What do you do? What do others do? Move a stacked unit. Yep, I'll move him there. That's fine. We're saving our scientist. Okay. It's fine. Maybe we sell our aluminum right now, because I don't think we're going to be able to build hydro plants for a little bit here. So, and I'll sell it to anyone that wants it.
Grüß Gott.
Because, again, with Liberty, I just don't have very much centralized production for those hydro plants. Shaka will take it. Haile Selassie. I assume it's 1 for 2, or is it 1 for 3? Am I getting ripped off? I don't know. Here, let's see. Am I getting ripped off? No, I don't think so. Public declaration. What? Oh, they're protecting Ur. All right. Well, let's see here. So that scientist will fortify. We're waiting to, after research labs, most likely, to use them unless I can... Okay, now. Yes, the heroic epic will actually be something we could think about. But yeah, maybe... Let's think here. A windmill, which I never build windmills, but in this case we might actually benefit from one. Heroic, all newly trained non-air units in the city receive the morale improvement. Probably I'd want that in a coastal city though, right? I mean, because that way it works for both ships and land units. So let's see, what do we want to build then here in Paris? Maybe, I do want a bank for more gold per turn. Yeah, I probably want a bank, don't I? Do I want a bank? Or do I want walls and then I can get a castle? Yeah, and then I can get a castle for more happiness. I'm just kind of hoarding happiness right now. Maybe a windmill. I never build windmills, but it might actually really help in this game. It might actually really help in this game. I think I'm doing some offbeat stuff for me. You know, that's, although I did just build an armory, didn't I? I could start maybe I need to start producing units. That's what I need to start producing. I need to think about maybe taking out the Shoshone, you guys. Let's start by build a cannon. We're gonna build a cannon out of the capital. An armory is done here. I don't think I need any more happiness right now, so maybe we build another cannon. I'm gonna build a couple of cannons, I think. Boy, it almost feels wrong since I am catching up to these guys and they're at war, so it's like, do you take the opportunity while everyone's at war to kind of build up your infrastructure? And I am thinking about, can I trade for coal? And then I could build factories. See, I got all excited about this cannon, but then I really thought about it a little bit more. In the capital, I might want to... I originally said windmill, and I think I'll stick to that, actually. Sorry if that's boring, but I want to be smart in what I'm doing here. Maybe we'll produce a cannon out of... we could get a cannon or a forge or a harbor. A forge would help, actually. Oh, here, also, let's lock this tile, I think. Let's see, where are we at as far as growth? 11 turns till growth. Do we have any better tile? 11 turns or 9 turns? Probably 9 turns. Nah, we like that production, huh? Could build a caravel. I think, let's start with a cannon. I want to have some possible siege units. We'll see. We'll see if that's the right move, but I'm feeling it might be okay. Probably need to reassign some tiles in Troyes and Orleans, maybe. I really want Orleans to keep growing. I wish it would grow faster. Bratislava desires horses. I thought I had some horses somewhere, I guess. Oh no, that's right. I've never had horses. That's right, of course. My empire is extremely lacking in resources. Okay, so Haile Selassie is constructing Broadway in Addis Ababa. That's fine. We discovered navigation. Influence with Mombasa has nearly fell to the point where we're no longer friends, and Bratislava wants money. look, we've got a technology, and what can we steal? Just like I was hoping for, archaeology. Who are we stealing that from? From Ethiopia. So we're about to surpass them in technologies. That worked out perfectly, right? I went astronomy, navigation, and then we stole archaeology, which also opens up biology and the possibility of oil. But now I think we need to, let's see, probably need to go back to steam power and continue the march towards research labs, towards plastics. And I think what I might do is build Oxford University for plastics so I can get research labs quicker. So we've discovered archaeology in an antiquity site. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And actually in spots that aren't too annoying, right? So we can dig those up, hopefully. Let's check our tiles. Paris will grow in 1 turn. Paris is just really starting to grow quickly, which is fantastic. We are able to work our university slots in Troy's. One moment. Oh, that's a spam call. Okay. So let's see here. Where was I? Sorry, I got distracted. Blah blah blah. I think that all looks good. So yeah, we are gonna go steam power, and then let's see. Oh, we need to move our spy though from Ethiopia, because we've stolen all the technologies we can. So now we can go. We have one in Mosin. Let's see who's ahead of us in technologies right now. We now have we're 192, 188. We've surpassed Russia. Austria we're spying on. I believe we surpassed the Zulu. Ethiopia, they did have one. I think that's Pocatello is doing very well technologically. So I'm considering, so 1 turn, 2 turns, and we have 1 in Vienna and 1 in Mosin. Do we put one maybe in actually another city of one of these empires would be good? Probably Agadika. That's what we're going to do. Let's put him in one of their secondary cities. So move you to Agadika. That's what I'm thinking. That's a big city, and they're producing a lot of science. So that feels good to me. Okay, next turn. Wow, I can't believe I'm building a windmill in Paris. But I want to speed up the eventual hydro plant and public school. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Okay, so we have a lot of changes this turn. So Pocatello is plotting against Haile Selassie. Let's let him know so they can really fight it out. Yes, you can fight. And then uncovered, let's see, you've been, okay, Jean-Paul has also been promoted. And then a deal where we were selling cotton for incense has ended, possibly from war. Ormus has completed its project. Cahokia has completed its project. And look, we can steal a technology. What can we steal? Wow, we can steal biology. We can steal steam power. For some reason, I thought that they didn't have that. So now, what are we going to do here, guys? Let's see. We have 6 turns left to steam power. Again, though, that puts us right to replaceable parts, which we definitely... We also want Prora, right? We want Prora for... I didn't even think about Prora. See, I'm all goofed up, right? So what do? Steam power goes to flight, but don't we need... we don't need dynamite for flight. Let's look at what is going on in Vienna, for one. Vienna. They're building an archaeologist right now. And then the other question, I guess... You know what, though? Here, guys, gotta really think about this one. Because we can go steam power and then research flight. How much does Prora cost? 1,060. Can I build a great engineer in time to possibly engineer it? Probably not. 1,060. I don't think... Yeah, 20. That would take forever to build. I feel like the way to go here... I feel like Austria will build Prora, perhaps. So what technology do we steal, guys? What technology? Biology. We could get oil right away. construct a well and get another trade route and get hospitals and grow really fast. It doesn't sound like a bad idea. Although I did talk about, let's see how long is Oxford University going to take me? 14 turns. So if I were to steal steam power and then go for Oxford, I could line that up and Oxford Plastics and get right to research labs. That's the other thing I could consider doing. Basically trying to get to satellites as quick as possible. But I kind of want to take biology, although it's only one more turn of science. You know what, guys? Sorry I'm talking so much, but I really had to think about it. I think that sacrificing one more turn of science for what is clearly, I think, the better option, which is moving towards plastics, I think is a little bit unwise, although I have another spy steel coming right up, don't I, in one turn, and that's going to be from the Shoshone. I wonder if they have replaceable parts, and if so, how can I tell? Let's look at the Shoshone real quick here. Oh, that's who I'm stealing from. I'm stealing from Vienna the next turn. How much? And the Shoshone are ahead of them in science by quite a bit. 200 in technology. Let me just take a look here real quick at what's going on in Vienna. View. Right, they're building an archaeologist. And what would give it away that they have? What would be like a research lab? Do they have a research lab in here already? No. What else is in plastics? What else is in plastics? Right, infantry or research? Because I was thinking, oh, right, that's right, replaceable parts. That's what I'm looking for. Do they have a military base? I thought I saw one. Let's check it again. Do they have a military base? Oh, they have a military academy. So potentially, I think I can steal both of these. Let's actually take, you know what? We're taking biology. Well, I'm playing different than I usually do, but I feel good about it. Let's take biology. Oil discovered, fantastic. I was hoping because I'm coastal I might have some oil at least. Let's see. Oh, we settled on oil, so we get it right away, even though we only have 3 copies, which is a shame. Again, we just, wow, we've had horrible land by every mark, right? I mean, just in terms of resources and everything else. I think Paris has grown again. It sure has. Look at, it's growing so fast now, which, hey, I'm not complaining, you know. Maybe we could work, right now it wants to work a 1 food 3 gold slot. But we might as well work, if we're going to do that, we'll work, let's see, does this save us any turns on the windmill? Whoops, oh no, you don't want to do that. Let's actually work the market slot, just to get more gold per turn. Yep. And then how are we doing here? Good, 14 citizens up in her, and 13 and 7. Has Orleans grown? Goodness gracious. Oh hey, there's oil right there. Can I have that tile? Is that... It's too far from there and too far... Boo! You know, and that... Oh, you know, I really can't stand the Shoshone, even though it really is, in a lot of ways, my fault for not settling those cities. Even if they are crappy cities. I hope this is really lesson learned for me, though, that you just settle those dang cities when you can. So now I'm thinking, I want to build the heroic epic out of one of these cities. Looks like the most production I'm going to get is out of Orleans, so let's build it there. And then we can start building units out of there. Oh, although, yeah, and then once we get our iron back, we can start. Gosh, again, I'm tempted to just start it now, but I think we do want the heroic epic, right? Do we have time for that? Do we have time for the heroic epic? Or what could we get in that amount of time? A privateer and a caravel. How are they doing in their war? Oh, Russia has frigates right there. Caravel. Wonder when my trades end for iron. I think we have time to build the heroic epic, and I did want, might as well do it now while everyone's at war. And right as I said that, okay, so Catherine has made peace. And now Shaka is upset with Catherine, so that's good. So okay, so more things are happening. Here's what we got. Here's what we got. Wow, we got a lot. Okay, first of all, Maria Teresa is building up a sneak attack against, but it doesn't say which one. That's kind of scary. Hopefully it's not us. Monsieur has been promoted from agent to special agent. That's the highest rank because they stole a technology. They want sugar. That's a city-state. Maritime city-state we're no longer friends with. Shoshone are protecting it has been many years since you kept your promise to not expand your borders with the Shoshone. The Zulus have publicly denounced Russia, warning that they are not to be trusted. Okay, Pocatello has negotiated peace with the city-states that were allies with Russia, and Catherine vice versa. And Catherine and Pocatello has made peace. Russia is protecting Valletta. We can steal a technology. We are going to steal, and I was wondering if refrigeration might even be available, which it is. That just pushes us further and further on the tech tree, which is kind of nice. Could even think about like submarines. It's also it takes the most science. The other one I was thinking of was military science, but you know what? Well, the biggest thing is that it extends the range of sea trade routes, which means we can get more gold. However, this one would, if we were to take military science, gets us closer, or steam power gets, no, you know what? Let's take refrigeration. We're going to continue on this sort of offbeat path here. So we've taken refrigeration. Aqueduct is done in tours, which is fantastic. And now in tours, what do we want? What do we want in tours here? Probably a workshop. Probably a workshop, right? Every good city needs a workshop. Okay, that's fine. Where are we at here? Okay, where are we at here? Curious. 280. Composite Bowman, did I move you or something? I don't know. 4 to 5, or were you given to me? No, I don't have any allies like that. So, that scientist, well, let's take a look. So, okay, now we're, 2 turns till we establish surveillance. How are we doing scientifically? See, look, now we're in 3rd, and we're only 2% behind the Shoshone. So we're skyrocketing through these spy steals. And let's see, if we look at, let's hit next turn, and then, because I think it upgrades the score on that turn. Pedro has become a nuisance. Please go to war with Pedro. Yes, you should. You should all fight each other. This is what I was hoping for. Pocatello has become a nuisance. Oh, you should definitely go to war with Pocatello. I agree with that. Everybody fight everybody, except for me, because I'm nice. I'm nice. You don't... Look, Pedro built Louvre. Don't you guys want that? Look at that tasty wonder. Go build Louvre. Okay. So Pedro has built Louvre. Now let's take a look here at our technology. We are now at 200 technology, 200 points. And so we're ahead of Russia. We only have 1 that we could take from Austria, so we might keep a spy there. But who knows which one that is. 188, so we really surpassed Shaka, Ethiopia, and even the Shoshone. So now, just looking here, 30 more turns just to steal 1 technology, and I could put my guys back home. Maybe now it's time to try to get some city-state influence or use some diplomacy, because I don't think by the time 28 or 30 turns passes that I'm going to be able I think I'll be able to surpass the AI in it, or other civilizations in science by that time. So I think what I'll do is move the one from Mosin-Kani to Paris. And then I think I will use one of mine to schmooze with some city-states. Now, which ones? I kind of want some cultural city-states. The only one that I see here is Bratislava. And then the other one, oh yeah, they took Genoa, so that doesn't even matter. Is maybe a mercantile city-state, since that's the only thing that's really left. So maybe we go Cahokia and Bratislava to start. Although I am allies, 82 influence or 82 with both. We could try to get some allied city-states first. Or we could put in Bratislava, try to get some culture. I have a feeling maybe Bratislava. We'll wait that one turn for him to establish surveillance. Let's see what's going on in Vienna before we leave. Cannon. Okay, so yep, they're just producing units. And then we will move you now to... I'll start with Bratislava, I think. I think that culture is going to be important. Well, it always is, but especially for when you're playing on Deity. Just trying to get... Okay, next turn. Caught up as fast as possible. Maria Teresa has completed Big Ben. That's quite alright. 240 for incense. I think so, right? I think we can still... Is there anyone that wants to trade? I think... Oh, he doesn't want to do it anyway. That's so funny when they offer it to you and then... Okay, world's most well-fed people. So right now, this is in terms of food. It ranks players by the number of one... Oh, sorry, this is... I thought it was most well-fed. It's the wonders. So I have no wonders. And then Russia has 2, Shaka has 2, Pedro has 2, Pocatello 7, Haile Selassie 8, and Austria's Maria Teresa is on top at 13. Okay, so Pocatello is making Kremlin in Agadaika. Let's also take a look. How long would it take? 8 turns to gather intelligence, is said. Why? How come it's only 8 turns? Oh, maybe it's because of the size of the city, and I'm not sure. Here, replace Shoshone. Declaration of friendship. I do like Brazil. I think Brazil and I can continue to be friends.
Hola.
Cool. And we have 3 copies of oil. Let's see if anyone has a luxury resource to trade for. Maria Teresa has 7 copies or 5 copies of cotton, but we don't need that. I want to trade for furs. Well, anyway, I want to trade my incense for something. So let me go through, see if anybody needs incense currently. Shaka, Haile Selassie, Pocatello. Wow, okay. I didn't realize I had 2 copies or 3 copies to. So you don't want to do this trade anymore? You don't want to do it for 7 gold per turn? Okay, you will. That's fine. I'll take what I can get. Pocatello, and then last would be Pedro. Okay, well that's fine for now. It's something, you know. Still probably no tiles to work. Gallius fortify for now. Oh wait, I kind of fortified too quickly. Let's go back. And cargo ship. Okay, caravan. Here we go. Establish trade route. Food to Paris. Yes, please. Paris. Cool. We'll grow. 99. Did we grow here yet? Thought we did, but guess not. Okay, cool. And Maria Teresa has completed Big Ben. That's no surprise, really. Yeah, Catherine doesn't like that we're friends with Brazil, but that's quite all right because we're not friends with her anymore. Austria has denounced the Zulu because Ethiopia is glad that we're friends with Brazil, and so are the Shoshone. So take that, Russia. Okay, truffles for incense with Shaka has ended. Let's go ahead and renew that deal. Yes, I agree. And could even buy cotton for even more happiness, but I don't think it's necessary right now. Okay. So let's see. That truffle deal has been renewed. Samarkand has completed his project. Influence with Cahokia, almost no longer friends, and same with, too bad. And so let's see. Troyes will grow on the next turn. Orleans will grow on the next turn. Lyon will grow on the next turn. Paris will all grow on the next turn, which is great. And it looks like everyone's fighting each other all nice and not getting along, which is what we want. I haven't seen any indication else lately, at least. Haile Selassie finished Broadway. No, I won't give you open borders. I haven't seen any indication lately that anyone's really upset with me. We discovered steam power So Band Luxury Pearls is the one that has been proposed. Wants me to find a natural wonder. Can't believe I never found all of them. That's pretty bad. Now let's go. We need military science, or we could get flight and try to start work on Prora. Gosh, I should get it, huh? I should. In fact, can I use? I wonder if stinking Austria already has. I should maybe use my scientist on flight. 4,263 science. How much do you get in a turn right now? 2,582. I actually wish I would have kept maybe a like a spy in Austria, just to see if they're gonna build Prora. So what? Because Prora, look at this. In addition to the +2 happiness, the Prora Resort also provides +1 more happiness for every 2 policies you have adopted. 1 free social policy. Oh, must be constructed in a coastal. That's right. And do I have a strong coastal to build that? Probably not. 17 production, 25 production, and it's 1,000. So what is that? 4 turns into 100, so that would be like 40 turns. Am I right? Or am I crazy? Yeah, I don't think that's realistic. So maybe we should play smart, right? Play intelligently and go for replaceable parts. Yep, we're gonna go for replaceable parts, I think. And then maybe we'll save Oxford University for one of these later. We're going replaceable parts, by the way, because we want to get to research labs. Okay, so now let's see. We need... Debating to myself, what do we need? A seaport would be sweet and helpful, I think, but I also want I need some gosh darn production, as much as I can get. I think I'm gonna start with a stable. That's just some quick production. Excuse me. And also I need to check my tiles here, because we just grew. Yep, right there. Where can you go now? Oh, I also need archaeologists, huh? That would be also helpful. Let's go ahead and work the workshop. Okay, and then did you grow? Yep, you did. Where are you gonna go? Well, I don't really... Let's go ahead and also work a workshop. How many turns to go? 13 if we work the workshop. That's the only thing. But I suppose there's nowhere to grow to but more. Yeah, that's actually fine, I think. Yes, I'm sure that's fine. And then also... Do we actually want to build some archaeologists? There are 10 stinking turns to build the darn things. Cannon and 2. How are we looking here? We're looking pretty alright. 9 and 7. 13 and 2. We're looking okay. I feel pretty okay about where we're headed right now. Open borders? No. It's slow going, but also I have some oil I could trade, but I don't think that would be wise, huh? No longer friends with Cahokia. A great artist was born. Yes, yes, yes. So what we can do now, we're going to use this great artist. Also, let's see how much sign. Oh, that's right. We're going to use it for... we're going to use that, and then we can use our great writer at the end of our golden age. No longer friends with or Cahokia. That's fine. Orleans will now grow in 1 turn. That's fantastic. Did I miss something here? Oh yeah, no I didn't. We just had this whole discussion, right? This all looks quite fine to me, yeah. What about even... No. We don't want to give up any more food tiles. No, you're good. You're good. What's that impy doing there, Zulu? You want to tell me? Being on such good terms, you're happy that I'm friends with Ethiopia. So Pedro... aka Brazil, is happy I'm friends with Ethiopia, and they're friends as well now. And Austria has denounced Brazil. Ooh, they don't like each other. We'll have to think about that coming up. And then we have a cannon, which we can get the volley promotion. That's plus 50% combat strength versus fortified units in cities. Gotta love it. We're gonna bring our cannon into Paris and start to march it up towards Orléans and start to think about what we might do. Orléans just grew, by the way. It wants to work this 4 food tile. It's hard not to, right? And we are working. Yeah, let's work that 4 food tile and then we can start working on university slots after that in Orléans. But that's too good of a tile to pass up. And then in Lyon, let's see. So we just built a cannon. Do we build another cannon? Do we build a quick stable? We have some choices right now. Let's see. And we're making 35 gold per turn, which is fantastic. We might, let's see. And where are we going to, what we want to do is probably use cannon, some artillery, the problem is just getting to that city. I think maybe submarines are good too. Or a quick amphitheater. There's lots of choices. Let me check how long I've been recording this. Okay, so we still have 10 minutes. Although I do, yeah. I need to use the restroom, actually. Let's see here. What are we going to do in this good old city of ours? Oh, how many turns? Oh, 7 turns till, is there a way I could get it down to 7 turns for Oxford University? Probably not. That's a lot of turns to get it down to, I would think. So that's okay. Like I said, we'll use that for something later. This city has actually pretty decent production. Could get a stable. Again, these are kind of those little things, while I have the opportunity, while things are relatively peaceful, we could, build a stable just to get a little bit of extra production out of the few tiles that we do have. That's kind of my thought process there. Okay, a workshop is done here. Let's now get a market, quick market. Okay. These are looking pretty decent right now. Did we grow in Paris again and I didn't notice? Maybe it just feels like we're growing every turn. I think that is actually the case. Whoa, we dropped a lot of happiness. Stinking ideology, I imagine. So yeah, Ethiopia and Brazil are happy. Cahokia has now joined Austria by marriage, so they're gonna tick people off with all that marriage they're doing there. I'm going to place that there just to give a warning, just to kind of show that I have some units, even though I really don't. Even though it's a lie. Do I have any tiles we can improve yet? In our little old empire. Oh no, we're going to wait. Yep, we're going to wait till the end of that golden age. Things are looking okay. We'll get a stable next turn in Troyes. Do we have anything I want to trade probably for that cotton.
Grüß Gott.
I want to get my hands on it just for extra.
Ich höre.
I think I'll do gold per turn. Yeah, because it equals out to 270 gold regardless. So, and this way, yeah, now we have more happiness, which I'm just such a big fan of. I guess who isn't, right? I don't like happiness. I prefer to be sad. Vatican City joins Austria by marriage. They're taking over the whole world, I tell ya. They're taking over the whole world. It is getting a little scary. I mean, we're on turn 230, so things are getting a little scary. And we're still only 3rd in science. We're still behind the stinking Shoshone. Brazil got freedom. Bah! See, and that got our happiness to -1. That's okay. You know what, Brazil? We can handle that. We're not afraid. We are not afraid, right? Okay, because we have a windmill now. And because we have a windmill, we can build walls. And then we'll get a castle, which will give us more happiness. We got to keep on the happiness train. Actually, how many parts? So, replaceable parts in 6 turns. Oxford in 9. Could I change that to 6? And then maybe use Oxford University on plastics? and then start right away on research labs. Is that a smart thing to do? How many, let's see, can I get Oxford down to 6 turns is the question. Also, can I get my happiness up first? There's a couple of things I need to do at once. Let's start on Oxford. Well, here, let's answer that question first. Whoops, no, I don't want to sell that. Can I get Oxford down to 6 turns is the question. Hmm. 7 turns. Can I steal that mine for maybe? Boom. Okay, we're gonna get Oxford in 6 turns at the same time as we finish replaceable parts, and then we can use it for plastics and immediately start on our research labs. I think that's a good way to go. Or I could use it for something later, perhaps, but I don't think so. I think this is what I want to do. And in the meantime, here we need to build an armory. Stinks that I had to move to a different tile for that, but that's okay. We got to make some sacrifices. How much? 300. Oh yeah, nope, we're waiting until the end of our golden age. We're all good. But we do need to get happiness. Hong Kong joined. They're buying every city-state right now. It's crazy. But it does take the diplomatic victory out of the question, which is fine by me. Since that's not us. Okay, spices from incense is over. That's with Catherine, so we need to redo that deal.
Здравствуй.
Good. And then are there any other luxuries we could potentially? Nope. Okay. So stable is done here. Let's go ahead and build a castle. Got to get our happiness. And over here, a market is done. So build now. Well, we need both walls and let's get an armory. And then, oh, I don't want to ban pearls. Who proposed that? Ethiopia? And I have 3 delegates now. Why would I do that? That just hurts me. I'm getting happiness from pearls, are I not? Oh, I'm not really anymore because who has pearls now? Who has pearls? Probably Austria. Probably Austria has pearls. So what I'm worried about, if I vote for that, I'll make Austria happy, but does that make Shaka and Austria upset if I vote for that? I don't know. I don't know how that works. Will it make them upset? A luxury, other account. Can I abstain? I want to abstain. I don't know if that upsets them or not. If I vote against, but it would make Ethiopia happy that I voted for what they proposed, but doesn't make the AI upset if you vote for something that is not in their interest. That's my question. I don't really want to ban a luxury of any sort. I only get help when I'm going to abstain, you guys. I'm abstaining. I don't want to make anyone mad. And I do want pearls. I mean, I want all the luxuries to be available because happiness is a lot harder for me to find than it is the AI. That's my thought process there. Next turn. Oh, she wants a research agreement, but also the only thing is I think I want to save money for research labs. I think I want to save money for research labs.
ይህን ሁኔታ አስብበት። እኔ እንደማምነው
Well, they all want to do research agreements with me, but I think I want to do research labs. Pocatello has completed Kremlin. That's no surprise. I saw you building it. Shaka declared war on Russia. Augustine killed. What? That was a 3. Everything that could have gone wrong has gone wrong this game. I tell you what was this passed? And we no longer can have pearls. Everybody voted for it, except for 10 nay from Austria and 1 from the Zulu. Or 3 from the stupid Zulu. Okay. Man, why do they have to do that, you know? Why can't they just be nice? Well, we have a heroic epic now. Let's produce... I could produce some submarines, right? And I also need a workboat. I mean, sorry, a cargo ship. I want to get a cargo ship, I think. Maybe I'll get a cargo ship and get more gold per turn for research labs. I'm mad. I'm mad, you guys. I'm mad. He's a madman. Ooh, 21. Make sure that we're not starving. We're not. 4 turns. Okay. What do you want? You want to trade with me? Is that what you... Yeah, you can trade. I agree with that. Ooh, give me a good religion. I don't care. Convert my city. Do something. No, I'm not giving you open borders, Shaka. Stop asking. We killed your spy as it was trying to steal from us. Yeah, okay, you know, I actually do swear not to spy on him anymore because I'm going to surpass him, I think, in technology, I hope. No, I'm not signing a research agreement with you where I pay a bunch of money and you just completed Eiffel Tower, you silly goose. 3 more turns for Oxford, 6 more for an armory, 4 more for a castle, 4 more for an armory, 2 more for a cargo ship. Okay, come on, you guys. What are you doing to me? Can I sell some? Maybe I'll sell some oil, I guess. Maybe I could sell some oil right now. I don't think I'm going to need it for a little bit, just to help get money for the research labs. Come on, buy my stuff. You're all making me so upset right now. You don't even realize. You know, all of you guys are just so upsetting. How about you? Do you want to buy some stinking oil? I mean, come on. You know you do. Oh my God. I hate all of you. Come on, buy my oil. Buy it.
Fat.
Yeah, you know what? Okay, Shaka, did I already offer you oil? Bayerte. He'll take it. Yeah, here, I'll give you more stuff. Go use this in some warmongering craziness for me, Shaka. I want you to have this oil. Take it from me. No open borders. No, you can't. We're not doing a research agreement. Okay, 1 more turn to replaceable parts. Pedro has entered the modern era. Look at this. We're doing it, right? Is there anything I even need to do on this turn? This is like a completely empty turn. Have we come on, we're going to surpass these. Oh, now he's at 67%. Just so upsetting. I'm so upset right now. I really am. That spy being 3 stripes and it gets killed in action. No way, man. Okay, we're gonna get... What? I screwed up. Oh, that's okay. It's just 1 turn. I guess I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. We have no interest. I wasn't, and our spy is plotting against me. Okay, I remember seeing those frigates earlier. Well, I screwed up. Wasn't paying attention. And now my Oxford is still gonna take 2 turns. That's so freaking annoying. I guess it's because of my stinking happiness. So let's go ahead and study military science, and then we'll use Oxford University for I guess I could go for a flight now. I could go for flight. I'm sure somebody's building for and why is it still 2 turns for Oxford too, you know? So do I go flight, or do I take the long route, or not the long route, ultimately probably the shorter route, and go for military science? Probably military science. Probably military science. I would love to get Prora, but I'm sure that Austria will build it in one of its 5 bazillion cities. So, hey, our golden age is over. So we can now use this great writer to write a treatise, and we can adopt a new policy. What do we want to adopt? Yeah, none of that. We're going to now go back to rationalism and get great scientists, and then the one that gives us plus 17 from universities. So we'll get great scientists faster now. We built our cargo ship. Let's see where the most gold we can get is. Oh, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. We're going to go Troyes to either Alundi or Graz. Are they at war? Are either of them at war right now? At war with the Zulu? Let's go to Graz because they're not at war, so there's less chance of our trade route being, plundered. Catherine's plotting against us too. I'm glad that we've been building all of these, castles and armories and whatnot. Let's go ahead and build some submarines. I don't see why not. I want to patrol the waters now since Catherine's chosen to plot against me, it seems. So 2 more stupid turns for Oxford University. It's because I'm unhappy, so my production has gone down. That's the whole thing behind that. Why it's sitting on 2 turns. Yeah, you should go to war with Catherine. That's what I think. And no, I won't give you open borders. Ormus cancels quest. Troyes demands pearls. You mean the pearls that were banned? Are those the pearls you're talking about? Okay, this cargo ship now, we are going to send to Graz. Okay, so we're making 45 gold per turn. That's good. That's the one positive. And now we really are 1 turn away from Oxford University, and then which will give us plastics. We're still building castles and armories. We'll complete some of those next turn. It looks like that's all there really is to do this turn, I think. And yeah, boy. Okay. Russia has denounced Ethiopia. I'm glad that, Russia is making enemies out of everyone. Oh, we've been denounced by the Shoshone. That's very surprising. I wasn't expecting that at all. So now I'm getting a little worried, that's for sure. Okay, let's do some things. A replacement spy has been recruited. I promised not to. Okay, let's get a free technology. We're obviously going to pick up plastics. Okay. We have a new spy. Also, how are we doing now in tech? Yeah, see, now we're 2nd in technology. I'd love to just spy on the Shoshone at this point if they're just going to, although they have a counter spy. That's what got me, killed in the first place. So maybe we put one in a city-state. Maybe we put one in, a mercantile city-state like Samarkand or Singapore, it looks like. I think I'll go for probably Samarkand, I suppose. Okay. Brazil has denounced the Zulu, and the Shoshone have denounced me. The Zulus took autocracy, which is awesome. Look at how much that affected my happiness. Look at that. Okay, plus we built those armories and castles. This is going to be the last turn I take, and then I'll cut the video here. So let's see. Now that we have 11 happiness, we can again reassign. Let's choose something to build, and then we'll reassign. So let's see. First of all, how much are research labs costing? 1350. So what I'm gonna do is build it in my higher. Although you know what, got to remember that Catherine's plotting against me, so I won't hit next turn, so I can think about this turn a little bit. But essentially, I'll see if somebody might want to go to war with her. Also, we can employ. Oh, and why are we on? We should have been on production focus, but that's okay. No sweat. Okay, so with this setup here, let's see, it would be 4 turns till growth in a research lab and 14 turns, which is great. Let's see if we can take off any of these tiles without. See now, actually, that I without losing 14 and 4. Let me just take a look here. 14 and 4. What happens if we work the windmills? Oh, yeah. I want to keep that growth. I just want to grow like crazy right now. And then same here. Let's take a look. 13 turns to grow, and it looks like that's. Oh, here. Excuse me. I think we'll have them work only 12 turns. They only save 1 turn, so let's have them work the workshop. Get production. Oh, actually, it's 15 turns to grow, huh? That's okay though. I think we want the production and science from a workshop now. And then we'll probably have to buy a research lab around here. So we now have, we could either build an arsenal for the happiness or start producing some more units. I think I'll produce another submarine. We'll produce another submarine. Watch out coastally for Russia. So let's see, we fixed the tiles there in Troy's, because yeah, we kind of had to change a bunch of tiles around. For instance, this one here, so that's a research, what if we take that off? Although that mine is actually really useful for, well, couldn't we maybe put it in like a workshop here? 15 turns, and then maybe, so 5 turns, it's only 5. 1 more turn, and then put 1 in the windmill. Something like that I think would be good. We do lose a little bit of gold per turn, but we gain science and production. And then we still have 1 unemployed citizen. I'm sorry that this turn is taking so long, but this is the last one before I cut the video here. And you can work this growth tile. So now we're at 4 and 14 with a nice number of specialist slots being used. I like this arrangement, and then we can take the mine from, let's say, like this market slot we'll use for the mine. Okay. That's better to me. And then in Orleans, let's see how our arrangement is here. I think it's quite fine, though. Looks like everything is pretty much where I'd want it to be until it grows. And then tours will grow on the next turn. Looks like it has been growing for a while here, so let's go ahead and put that on the production, and we will choose to, what are we going to produce out of here? Let's produce some walls. Let's get some walls going. And yeah, this all looks good to me, so this is where I'm going to cut the video. Thank you very much for joining me. And hopefully we can make a game out of this somehow. I mean, things are looking a little bit better, but I've definitely made some, I would say, costly mistakes along the way. But okay, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.